It is said to be tourism in development. As an area grows into a busy business hub, an exponential growth of slums comes along with it. Jinja town witnessed this during its heydays as an industrial town in the 1980s. One of the slums that emerged was Kikaramoja, which is home to hundreds of Karimojong and other ethnic groups. Let's now begin the journey to this slum of tough life, but with residents whose outlook to life is buoyant. Largely due to the Uganda's troubled political times, Jinja went down as many factories were closed, people lost their jobs, and the town began the steady sure slide to decay. Now, in the good old industrial days, many of the lowly paid factory workers settled in a slum called Kikaramoja, situated about 3 kilometers from the town center in Walukwa, Masese division. Not far from Jinja town is Kikaramoja enclave. So is the place exclusively for the Karimojong immigrants? Let's move in and find out. Kikaramoja is in reference to the Karimojong people of northeastern Uganda. Many of them migrated and settled here to seek employment in Jinja's many factories. But the village hosts many other ethnic groups from Uganda's other regions. Most of the Karimojong children rounded up from Kampala streets end up in Jinja. This community has lived here for over 35 years. The steady rise in the population of the Karimojong and other migrants here has been attributed to lack of or no knowledge of family planning methods. And to make it worse, these people do not own huge land here. But it's not all doom and gloom. Kikaramoja is home to over 800 residents, with some running big business in Jinja town. Municipal council officials credit the Karimojong for their hard work and creativity, but there remain some unsolved issues.
Council planned that there should be roads, there should be what, this should be a health center, this should be what, but people there, they want to stay the way they are. And at any given time, Walukwa is going to become a municipality. Therefore, they should change. Because if they don't change, we change them.
2 years ago, the Jinja Land Board allowed the Islamic University in Uganda to build a campus here. However, IUIU faced stiff resistance from the migrants, who said their land could only go for 700 million shillings per plot.
I even wonder whether Sabun has ever counted a billion anyway.
During the day, many residents head to Jinja town for work, but some young girls' survival hinges on heaps of rubbish. There are no visible boundaries here, but everyone knows where their plot stops. It's also strange that there are no gardens to talk of. Grace Chandi, a 20-year-old mother of 4, left Soroti for Kikaramoja to sell local brew, but the proceeds have been terribly disappointing.
Up to now, I have failed to make money. I want to go back home.
However, Chandi still works hard. While her husband is away on his border work, she takes care of the home. To keep her house sleek, Chandi uses cow dung mixed with clay-like soil to get her favorite grey color. But her cooking stove has not seen fire this day, and what is left for the night is drying away since there is nothing to accompany it in the house. The sanitation situation is deplorable, with a few latrines mainly used by men and children. This is due to a myth that women who use latrines never give birth. But the men have a serious health weakness.
Somebody can take a week without bathing. That's why you see more jiggers. There are skin diseases.
We visited Kikaramoja during holidays, but most children do not go to school, leaving their future at stake. At the lower section of Kikaramoja near Bugembe Road, we found Angelina Okot and her nephew Bernard Ofono from Tororo. The duo live on gathering papers, which they designed to make bead-like decorations. In a month, they hardly earn more than 25,000 shillings, which has to cater for 8 children. These children walk long distance to collect used papers, which they say are used for packing merchandise. Life could be tough here, But some people do not allow to be swallowed up by their troubles, like these residents who pass time happily sipping the marwa brew. And when sipping through the straws proves time-consuming, the calabash comes in handy. The patrons claim that this joint is a rendezvous of sharing ideas and a relief from nagging bosses. Most of them are security guards who work all night long.
So coming back from there, you feel coldness. So you have to come and take adere. So that thing, you can sweat properly. Then when you finish it, you go and sleep.
These women are preparing maize, a key ingredient of another brew called kwete, one of the most popular soft drinks here. Waragi is brewed in a nearby swamp, and this contaminated water is used to cool the distillate. The liquid residue slowly soaks into the swamp. It's essentially like cutting the tree branch on which one is sitting, destroying the environment. And after one too many, some ladies feel strong enough to take on men. This man, popularly known as Daily Drinking Officer, DDO, was beaten up by a woman when he taunted her.
You to be together with the people. I want you Mzeben.
After taking in copious amounts of booze, all some revelers need is space to have a good sleep. This beauty made in Kikaramoja and facial designs light up Kikaramoja. The wide smiles glow endlessly. Due to biting poverty, anything and everything goes for the residents. They allow a factory to dump their waste here, and people get bags from the dump, which they later sell or reuse. Never mind that the waste is a health hazard. Most residents return home from work at about 7 p.m. Kikaramoja is kicked into life again, and vicious circle of seemingly meaningless life continues. Jinja, which is now a shadow of its glorious history as Uganda's leading industrial town, is slowly rising from the ashes. In fact, the municipality leaders are now agitating for a city status. Perhaps when this dream is realized, the Kikaramoja slum will be upgraded for it to match Jinja's new status. I'm Sudil Biarhanga for NTV Connect.